Welcome back to the Trenchless Table, guys. As you can see, we are at a different Trenchless Table. So we are at the IFAT Show in Munich, Germany with Obic products here. And as you guys know, we do liners for the trenchless industry. Now, one thing that's pretty exciting, and this always happens, thanks to Dustin, is a little last-minute pivot. So we are last-minute pivoting and having a special guest on with us today because we can't pass up an opportunity to talk business and marketing with another fellow marketer with Swietelsky-Faber here in Germany, who is one of our certified installers.
Thank you very much for the invitation. So my name is Reingard. It's a very complicated name, even in Germany and Austria, so don't be worried about that. And I'm working for Swietelsky-Faber, and Swietelsky-Faber is the installer for Obic in Germany, Austria, and the German-speaking countries. And we were asked to be on the IFAT with Obic together, and we say, okay, we take the chance to do that. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
We had them come to the show and help us because we wanted to do a demo space outside. The thing about selling a polyurea is that you have to see it, essentially.
100%, you got to see it. Seeing's believing when it comes to polyurea, because being new in the industry, being new in technology, and really just new to Europe, it's hard to understand what is polyurea and how does it benefit this trenchless space without physically seeing it. And I'll tell you what, I'm not sure there's a more popular place here at IFAT Munich, Germany than the outside booth. Seeing that space fill up every hour on the hour has been pretty amazing. So thank you to your team for putting that together, and you obviously for because marketing, you made them look good out there. I know they're a bunch of underground contractors, but you've made the space really come together out there. So thank you for the partnership with Swietelsky, but also to you for putting it together. So
yeah,
can you tell us what all services that Swietelsky does currently, and then Obic being the newest? So you're in the trenchless space already with other things. So can you give the camera and our friends around the world a small glimpse of what all you market to?
So Swietelsky-Faber, it's a company, we have the 25 years celebration. So we are already 25 years on the market. And we are doing everything for pipe rehabilitation. So we install the pipe rehabilitation of CRPP liners, closed fit liners, also manhole rehabilitation. And for us, it's important to have interesting new technologies in our portfolio. And there was one thing, our general manager, Jörg, he was also at the show. I think it was a show in the U.S. And they saw you with your team and say, okay, that's a very interesting material to work with it. And so we are always looking across the border.
Okay.
So we try to get new things also in our program, and our customers are mostly they are in Germany and Austria. So we have 14 offices in Germany and Austria, and we are almost 400 people in Swietelsky-Faber. Wow. So it's not
that's a big company
anymore, yes?
No matter where you're at, that's a big company. 400 employees, that are some mouths to feed. And that's impressive, because what I always look at is how many mouths does that feed? Because it's not just your 400 employees, that's spouses, kids, families, that's supporting a lot of people. So kudos to the team.
Yeah, I think by your rule, that's 1,200, right?
Correct.
Because we essentially say four per family.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So thank you for that. So in the industry for a long time, Swietelsky has been, but you've been in the trenchless space for a while too, right?
Yes, more than 20 years.
More than 20 years.
I started 2005.
Wow.
And something it's really that you just jump in a brush and you say, okay, I will try it after my university. Okay, trenchless pipe validation doesn't sound so sexy. I will try it for 2 years and then I switch the brush. But yes, these 2 years are now already 20 or more than 20 years. And yeah, I think it's the best area where you can work for. It's really
I think from a
nice
marketing
people, yeah.
standpoint, that's interesting because you're kind of the same way, Lee.
Yeah.
Like you
Really?
came out of college
Really?
and it's like, I'm going to go try this directional drilling
Yeah.
marketing thing. So it's kind of
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, so I grew up in the industry as well. I tell Dustin all the time, I'm not a normal marketing person because I grew up in the construction industry. And you can't really be a normal marketing person in the construction industry because you have to earn the respect of a lot of guys that, wear hard hats and vests all day long. And I don't know about you, but when you take a camera on site to them, you have to earn their respect before they let you get a picture.
Absolutely right. Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, I have a question off that for both of you. Contractors, we don't always understand why marketing is important. And so tell us, why is marketing important? And why is marketing important? Because in construction, generally, we don't do a lot of sales if you're a low bid contractor.
Yeah.
And you don't do marketing. But times have changed. So
Yeah, there are many ways why marketing is important also for our area, for trenchless pipe validation. For Swietelsky-Faber, it's also important to have one picture that we have a copyright identity, so that we have a look. So if someone goes to a job site or somewhere else, that you see, okay, that's Swietelsky-Faber, that you see the branding.
Yeah.
That's one thing that you have one look and that you are recognized of all people. So
Right.
not only in our area. And the other way is that you, especially our business, it's sexy because we have a very environmental impact.
Yeah.
So we do so many things for water industry, wastewater industry. And it's important that the industry can see this, which impact we have on that.
And I think that's a good point because, to your point, Dustin, nobody would ever know that trenchless technology existed if it wasn't for marketing because you don't see it. A lot of the stuff that we do, you put the manhole back on and it's gone. Nobody would know that it even happened.
what do we say about that, Lee? There's two things people care about.
Oh, when you flush the toilet and it doesn't go anywhere, and if you turn the faucet on and there's no water. That's the only time they care about what we do. So we're trying to prevent that from happening by doing rehab, right? So I think it's important, and I lucked out. You did too because your branding color is orange, but I lucked out because the product color is orange, and as you can see, we're the brightest booth in this place. And a sea, I think I used it on Facebook the other day, and a sea of blue be orange, because it stands out, it's different. And I think from marketing, it's just so fun. I like the challenge of how do we make this different? How do we change things? How do we make it sexy? How do we make people care? Because from a municipal standpoint, when you're dealing with cities and infrastructure, they don't always care about doing that. They mainly care about, are we putting in a park? Are we going to do this other stuff, from a city standpoint? But infrastructure is important.
Mm-hmm.
It's important. You cannot see it, but if something isn't working, then you recognize it, yes?
Yes.
So that's the thing what's for me important to get it more in the heads of everybody in the industry.
So let's talk a little bit about, did we answer your question? Did we sell you on marketing yet?
We're getting closer. I mean,
Okay. It's also to make your boss join a podcast and gets him in front of people so that he can do his galvanizing skills.
oh,
And
Patrick Lencioni will be so proud of us today. We're talking about galvanizing at the Trenchless Table. I bet that clip was going to go viral.
Yeah, probably. But no, it's important for any business, not just trenchless industry, but I think even more so for construction in general. And I don't know if you know about BuildWit and all of these different things that now you're seeing more and more in the construction space, just in general, on marketing and advertising and training programs and all different types of things.
I think the one thing I've learned because of people that do marketing and that do understand it, what I have learned is it is valuable to the educational purposes. We can go out and we can bid jobs, but if they don't know who you are, they don't remember who you are, you're another blue booth in a sea of blue booths, and nobody knows who you are. And so when OBIC came along, we knew we had to do marketing, and one of the terminologies that I use is you're just going to do marketing stuff, right? Because quite frankly, like, my brain doesn't work like y'all's, and all right, let's do some marketing stuff. And so I appreciate the fact that you guys see in that dimension, because it's not normal for the rest of the world.
And just so you know, that was what he told me the second day I was hired into this company. He goes, I don't know what I need you to do. I just need you to do marketing stuff.
Okay. So that you get everything, the brochure and so on. Yes.
Yes, my first order of business was to PR. Make sure he was well trained.
So we just do marketing stuff, and it's like the marketing genie shows up, and then poof, these things happen. It's fantastic. So I appreciate both you guys doing marketing stuff.
Great. So now I do want to talk a little bit about this show, because it's a huge show.
It's one of the biggest shows worldwide. So there are 150,000 visitors. So this means per day 30,000 visitors per day. There are 18 halls, so 18 different halls with wastewater, recycling, water. So there are many different areas.
You almost walked all of them today.
I did. I was
Huge. It's really, you cannot walk. Yes, it's really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a scooter. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I was moving fast. I saw it was Oh.
Sorry, guys. We are at a live show and on a makeshift tripod. So some things just happen.
Yes, I just about seen the whole thing today. I was moving at a really fast clip, and it is so for our friends back at the States. You said it was 100 and how many thousand people?
150,000 people.
Okay. So with the largest show being 20,000 people in the States, this is 7-8 times that.
Yeah.
It is massive. It is, and it is. If you haven't got a chance to walk around, because Lee, you've been working your tail off, and you've been working your tail off. There's some creativity out here. These people, they do a lot of marketing stuff out here.
They do.
And it's really international. So you are from the United States, Canada, Australia, Asia, of course, and everybody is here. So it's really a really mixture of a worldwide combination of companies and from the industry and from the producers. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing that you don't see a lot of in the States. They do say that the shows are international, but this is a true international show from that aspect. So much so that I just sent a contact of a person that from Pennsylvania to ART's Pennsylvania sales rep, because he came to our booth here in Germany. I told him it's much easier if we meet in the States next time, but you know, this is a true international space, which from a U.S. standpoint makes it challenging for us. We have to have the right booth staff. We have to have the right partners to make a show like this successful, because if you bring a couple of people, you and I, who don't speak any other language, we solely rely on our cell phones for Google Translate. where it's much better if we have a native speaking person that, maybe French, Spanish, German. We don't know who's going to stop by at this booth.
So question on that to you, because you've been in this space. You're in the heart of every different language. How do you, from a marketing standpoint, focus marketing? Because we put in English because we speak English. We are fortunate that you speak English because your home is Germany. But you've got so many different languages around here. How do you focus your marketing to fit the clientele?
Of course, English, that's the language everybody can understand and speak. But some in America think that we have European language, but these are really different languages.
Yeah.
So that's also Italian, Spanish. So, if you focus on a market in Europe, then you have to switch also to the language what they speak. And if we make something, Swietelsky-Faber is focusing more on the German market and Austrian market, so that's the same language. But if you want to go to Europe, you have to focus also on the local language. So you have to use everything also in the local languages. Yeah, that's the thing how you can open the door in this market. Yeah,
And check, double check, triple check everything, because language translation is so hard.
Yeah.
In our space because of the technical terms and the scientific terms. You did not make it easy on your marketing person.
No. With the help of AI, that's been helpful, but
it has, yeah.
we are also in a sea of technology that, yes, there's AI here, and these 150,000 people that are coming through here, they know about AI, but AI is not coming to take all these jobs. We need guys that are willing, gals that are willing to get their hands dirty, to do the physical stuff.
Yeah.
And so part of what you all are doing is driving culture. And so how are you driving culture through marketing? Because with 400 employees, they don't just show up and go, I want to go to work for this team. You've got to attract them somehow. So how are you using marketing to attract and drive culture?
How you can attract in the culture. It's, I think, important also that you have the personality, that you know the people from the country. So every country is different. So even between German and Austria, even they are speaking the same languages, it's difficult for Austrian to work in Germany and the other way around. So that's really something very personal, yeah? And it's really special in Europe.
Yeah.
And you have to know the people, how they react. You have to know how they are doing work.
Yep.
So how you can convince them to make the project with you.
Yep.
So that's really totally different from country to country. Yeah?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So
You guys are definitely a relationship culture here.
Yeah.
Like, you guys spend a lot of time and effort on building relationships.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I can see it in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it in the food you guys have, and the way that you are making sure everybody's fed, have drinks, all of this stuff. I mean, it's just a very
familiar.
Yes, that's exactly
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Something we probably should do better at on our side.
And here it's accepted and it's expected.
Yeah.
And when we go to the shows, not disparaging the shows in the States, because they're okay.
Yeah.
But they're just different. They
make it hard. They make it difficult.
Yes, because you can't bring your own stuff in, and you can't put your own spin on it. Like, cheers to the lifeblood of caffeine that keeps us going here, and energy drinks. But you can't bring your own products in the States.
Oh, really?
So you have to use whatever services are there,
Okay.
and then the menu's the same. So what you want to bring in, maybe because it fits your culture and what your team likes, branded specific for you, we can't do that in the States. We have to kind of order off a menu.
Yeah, it's all catering, and it's very expensive. So, I want to ask, because I don't want to take up a lot of time because you're running around, but I want to ask what one challenge is that you have for this show, and I want you to tell everybody about your one success of this show.
So, OPIC asked us to make the outdoor booth, and for me it was the first time outdoor.
Oh.
So we were always inside, but of course with the live demo, that's a perfect combination, and we said, okay, we will try it. So we had to prepare for that. That's something new for us too. You didn't recognize it, yes? Hopefully not. But this was also our first outdoor booth, and this was maybe a challenge for us, yes, because but it was very, very successful with the live demo. That's something what the people, if they are going through the booth, they are seeing just a table or just LED wall, but outside you really can take it in the hand, and then you can say, that's really interesting. You can see it, how the spraying is working and so on. And we have one live demo per hour, and it was full. There were so many people watching the live demo, Mm-hmm.
And I think the cool part about that with live demoing our polyurea is how fast it sets up and cures, because that's the exact reason that we want people to like touch it. Well, you have to be careful when you touch it because it's hot, but
and I had to laugh a couple times. People are out there touching it, and then the one guy got his video camera out and videoed himself touching it, and then looking at his hand on camera touching it, and
that's perfect.
And it was quite comical. But Trey was doing it because Udo and Trey have been sharing it in German and English, and so Trey was kind of like, he didn't speak the guy's native language, so he was just kind of in pause mode because he didn't know how to say, hey, we want to move on. And he was just so excited to touch it and film it. It was funny.
Interesting.
So what do you think, what are you most proud of that you've done for this show, that you've, from a marketing perspective, what are you most proud of?
I'm proud of the team.
Yes.
Of you guys.
Yeah.
Of our team. It was a really perfect combination. It was really, yesterday we had a little stunt party. It was very nice. So we had good music, and it was easygoing. And this, I think, I'm really proud of the working together with you, with Roland, of course, also with Noah, and with our team. It was really a perfect combination.
Yeah, I agree.
And the install team, tell us about the guys that are out there spraying, because Udo's the guy that's in charge, but tell us about the other three, because those guys have done fantastic, and I hope they all see this, because I'm so proud of them for just every hour showing up.
The install team, that's really very special guys. So they are very calm. If you have a live demo, it's a little bit also, you do not know if everything is working for the first time and so on. But they were very relaxed and very friendly. So if someone has a question, they even also answer the questions. So it's a really great team.
Yeah, because from a business perspective, a lot of things people don't think about is you took a truck out of service.
Oh, so expensive.
Which is expensive. So you took a truck and a crew out of service. So your opportunity cost of not using that truck to make money. So you guys obviously see a benefit to coming to this show, right?
Yes, it's a benefit for us. Of course, we have so many projects. So we have to say this week we cannot do anything on the construction side. Yeah. So they have to be at the show, and of course this costs also money. Not only the show itself, it's also the internal costs, so that we cannot do the project. But it's for us a great opportunity, and we have so many people they are interested in. So Udo have to do really, he has to work a lot, after the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see another truck in your future soon.
Okay, so I wanna end it there because amazing person. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
at the Trenchless Table. I enjoy talking marketing with you, so I hope we get to do more things together. I want to give you an opportunity to pitch your company in German. Speak directly to them in German. So this is your chance to pitch your company, and everything you guys have to offer.
Alles, was wir anbieten können. Jetzt spreche ich einmal in Deutsch. Schwierig jetzt für den Lee. Ja, wir freuen uns generell, Swietelsky-Faber. Wir unterstützen alles, was die grabenlose Rohrsanierung betrifft. Und wir freuen uns, dass wir so ein großartiges Team haben, speziell auch in diesem Thema Nachhaltigkeit, da richtige Vorreiter sind. Wir haben eben sehr verschiedene Produkte, die eben auch neu aufgenommen worden sind, wie eben die Polyurea-Beschichtung, wie auch einen Bioliner oder eben auch Geopolymer. So, wir haben so ein breites Spektrum an Wickelrohr, an Schlauchlining, an Close-Fit-Lining. Das ist eigentlich sehr einzigartig in dieser Branche, dass wir so ein breites Spektrum anbieten können. Und wir freuen uns jedes Projekt, auch wenn es ein bisschen eine Herausforderung ist, dass wir eben auch dieses Projekt so großartig mit unserem Team umsetzen können, weil das ist das, was uns Swietelsky-Faber ausmacht, dieser Zusammenhalt und diese Komponente, die soziale Komponente im Hintergrund und eben auch dieses große Portfolio.
Thank you so much. And I just learned another universal language, passion.
I saw it.
Yes.
You can hear it.
You could hear it
and I
you could
watched
see it.
I saw it.
I knew
Yeah.
exactly what you were saying, and I didn't even have to understand it.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I
That's
appreciate
awesome.
it. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you on the next one. And since Cole's not here, I'll throw something at the camera. Didn't go very far.